What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. I'm trying to buy 4 storage units. I have 3 minutes to get back to the warehouse. I spent way longer than I thought I would picking up at this auction. I gotta hurry up. Thankfully, the auction's not far from the warehouse, and I already have the storage auctions up on the computer. Lots of auctions. This is a separate auction. This has nothing to do with the storage units. So I'm quick getting my bid in, 37 seconds left. And then I'll show you. All right, I think I'm winning all of them. So first is this one, I'm winning at 140. There's some boxes. I have no idea what this is. This could be a bread maker or a sewing machine with a cover on it, but it looks a little big for that. Could also just be a cushion, and I was just outbid. There's a guitar case back here, and who knows what's in these boxes. Then we get this one, some mattresses, but this is a 5x10. So I'm hoping there's stuff behind the mattresses and not just like 5 beds. But it's only 60 bucks. Then we've got this one, which I was just outbid. I don't know why this one's so high. This is like some sort of, it's blurry. You can see the edge of it in here. Some sort of technical equipment. That might say pile, no. And then there's golf clubs. There's a tackle box down here. And then this one is, it looks like a small unit, but there's actually 2 units together with this one. It's a multi-door unit, 20x10. I just think there's going to be some decent stuff in here. So let's see, this one I was outbid on, so we'll go 80. And then I was outbid on this one, it's at 150. We'll go 160. I really hope that guitar is in the case. This one is a straight up gamble. You don't know what's in these boxes. So, let's see. And then I plan on picking them up this evening, assuming they're open. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow. Outbid on this one. Let's go 200. All right, this one has 1 minute and 45 seconds left. This is the worst one, I think, of them all. It does look like a newer bed, so it might be sellable. It's got some stains on it, though, so we'll play it by ear. But these are interior climate-controlled units, and I know these cost a decent bit of money to rent, so I feel like there's going to be better stuff in them. And then you can see this could just be stacked on more beds that go all the way back, but the bed should end right about here, and that's a lot of extra space. It could just be other furniture. I hope it's not. This facility is right across the street. Let's see if my tab is still open. Yeah, this facility is right across the street. That's the facility. Goodwill is right here. So I'm just going to bring all the stuff I don't want right there. Back here, 270 with 1 minute left. 90 on this one. It looks like nicer golf clubs. I'll show you in a minute. We'll just, oh, outbid again. Still at 60, winning at 180. So this one, we've got, it looks like a nicer set of golf clubs here. This looks like a large picture or something. It's still in the cardboard. We've got a tackle box. That says basement Christmas, but it doesn't look like Christmas. It looks like it's probably just clothes. This looks like mostly junk, but this I think has some value. We've got a subwoofer here, probably not worth anything. Who knows what to expect in here. That looks like junk, just hangers. That looks like shoes. But they're all at the same facility, and they should be pretty easy to clear out. Let's go back through here. 5 seconds left on this one. This one I like because it's got a lot of little boxes and shoe boxes. Oh, someone bid again. I tend to find good stuff in shoe boxes. I won this one. 60 bucks, the one with the mattresses. And I was outbid on this one. Let's go 300. I really feel like there's value in these boxes, and I'm willing to take a gamble on it, and I hope there's a guitar in that case. All right, I'll go back through it. I'll keep an eye on them and let you know if I win any more. This facility has two more that I don't want. This one just has a couch. It looks like it's a nicer couch, but I don't want it. And then, oh, the other one must be gone. There was one that was going really high, and it just had a bunch of boxes of VHS tapes. So I was outbid on the golf club unit, and I probably wouldn't go higher since it is in the next town over, but since I already won one there, I want to win these. I'm okay overpaying because I tend to find, I tend to get decent value in auctions selling stuff. So I'm willing to go higher on those. 3.5 minutes left on this one. 30 seconds left on this one. This is the one that I think I'm most excited about. Although this one is also pretty exciting. I'm very curious what's in those boxes. But this one I think is probably going to have the most value of all of them. All right, 5 seconds. And I won a second unit today. We'll slide this tab over. We've got 2 left. About 3 minutes on that. 3 minutes on each of them. So in the meantime, Mitch just brought me a box that was delivered. Marked Resale Rabbit. This is from Bob. So I'll open this here. I'm still watching these auctions, making sure I am still winning them. I am winning both. We've got an hour or a minute and 48 seconds. So we've got a note here. I always like to read the note first before I show it on camera. He says, "Hey Rabbit, I really enjoy your videos. I learn a lot about reselling and sourcing and enjoy your method of sharing that. Keep up with the dad jokes. I'm sending you a couple M's for your collection and thought you might like cookies. They're made locally here in Maryland. Keep up the great work and stay groovy." Bob, I appreciate that. I will read a dad joke. These are reserved for Patreon. And a minute and 18 seconds left. Why do oceans never go out of style? Because they're always current. I really like the one today that I did on Patreon. How do you play leapfrog with a porcupine? Very carefully. All right, we got 59 seconds, and I am still winning both of them. Let's see what we've got here. We've got packing material. We got another box inside of the box. Lots of packing material. We've got, ooh, Miracle on 34th Street. If you guys have Miracle on 34th Street, feel free to send it over. I'm trying to have the largest collection ever. And I think this is the cookies. We got 25 seconds, so I'm going to take a quick break from opening this and watch the auction. All right, 15 seconds and 13 seconds. I'm currently winning them both, 170 and 220. And 5, 4, 3, 2, I won that one, and I won that one. But more importantly, we've got cookies. These are, ooh, they smell really good. Burgers, cookies. I actually really want to get a burger from a place called Cookies, so I can get cookies from Burger Place. It doesn't say what kind of cookies they are, but they look really good, just covered in chocolate. I think I have a dinner or a lunch meeting in 20 minutes, so I'm going to wait on these, but I will try one on camera before that. And then we got this box. So he said stuff for my collection. We got Miracle on 34th Street, but this I don't think is Miracle on 34th Street because it's packed separately in a box from the other Miracle on 34th Street. So let's see what we've got. Very well packed. You must be learning something from me or other resellers on how to pack things up. It's wrapped in bubble wrap. Ooh, this is cool. I've never seen this one before. It's an Argus M3 camera. Look at all those lenses. I like this. It's taped shut. Let's get the tape off here. So it is a film video camera. There's no film in it, but this is really cool. Bob, I appreciate it. There we go. I think it was taped because that was stuck open. It was loose. But if you just pull that back, it was locked in place. This is going to look really cool in my camera collection. We've got the reel to actually film. Back when you had to actually reel the film while filming. This is really cool. So I appreciate it, Bob. If any of you have Miracle on 34th Street movies, someone sent me, no, I put it with the others, a laser disc. Kevin Lee, I remember that because I still have his sticker. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I've got a big mess to clean up, and we've got some storage units to go empty out. All right, it's about 4 o'clock. I bought these units at 11:30. I've been slammed with meetings all day. It has been nonstop, but I got the trailer hooked up. Let's head to Appleton. Well, now I get to wait. Look at this. I hope I got these units so I can just drive right up. What are the unit numbers here? It doesn't look like I have one in that little drive up, but they're all inside somewhere. But those you can drive right up to. What are the odds I'll be buying that stuff in about 6 months?
So he came in to rent today. I just didn't. He has a very small unit, so I don't know how actually he's gonna fit all that inside the unit that he's got.
So it turns out this is not a 24-hour facility. They lock the doors at 6 o'clock, and it is currently 4:30. Now I can stay inside longer, but I can't get back in after 6. So I'm gonna try and get as much as I can. This is the first unit. This is probably the biggest gamble of the day. So this unit I paid $220 for, plus 9%, $19.80 for the buyer's fee. So a total of $252.99 with tax. This looks like this actually is a cushion. So that'll probably just go in the Goodwill pile. We got a cooler, $5 maybe. Oh, this is a violin. I thought this was a guitar, and it feels empty. Oh, unzip. Oh, it is in here. Okay. So this is a Mendini, and you can see it by Celico. I don't know instruments. I don't know violins, but it is in here. He told me that she was a violin teacher, so I don't know if that means it's a good one or just a cheap student one. We will figure that out. Now we got boxes of mystery and a shepherd's hook. I didn't see that. Let's start with this one. We got some military clothing, old worn out Crocs. Ooh, oh, it's a weighted vest. So a whole bunch of military apparel. This stuff will sell. It doesn't go for a ton. But it will probably, oh, there's my daily pineapple. Yeah, I'll probably have 30 or 40 bucks in this box. That vest is heavy. And then of course the box is worth about 10 bucks. Now this one, we've got, Christiana would like that hat. I don't know if she would want a used hat though. And that is an adult product. We've got, ooh, here we go. That is an Apple Watch. Pull that to the side. Try and cover the adult product. This feels empty. It is, oh wait. We got some earrings in here. I don't know. These might be diamond earrings. These are disgusting and covered in earwax, but I'm pretty sure these are Apple. Anything in here? Empty. We got a music box, some potpourri, some incense. Here's some jewelry. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Here's some more jewelry. I don't see anything that would be a precious metal. Of course, we'll take a closer look at the warehouse. We've got a little folio, just a schedule. Here we go. There's some weight to this. I love shoe boxes. Personal effects, photos and stuff. Nothing super exciting. We've got a keyboard in here. That is about it for this box. This I think is just apparel. Let me take a look through that. No precious metals in there. Alright, what do we have here? This box is pretty light. We got canvas, projector, might be new. It's not a high dollar one. It does not look like it's new, but it is in the box. Hat, Kleenex box. That looked like it might have been new from the outside, but I don't think it is. We got garbage bags, and I see right here, I bet this is a flute. We've got a flute here. The brand. Letter A. Does that logo look familiar to you at all? I don't remember where they put the logos on a flute. I thought it was there. There it is. Armstrong. Probably just a basic student flute. I'm sure it's worth 50 bucks. There we go. A case here. A giant rock. Some seaweed. Just office supplies in here. Before we toss it, I will look through that and see if there's any jewelry or anything in it. Now these commercial flip tops, that's GM, that's kind of cool. I usually get 10 to 15 bucks each for them. And this looks like more military apparel. Some shells, some big shells. Wouldn't it be cool to find a firearm in here? I have never found one in a unit before. I don't even know what the protocol is, should I find one. But it looks like all military apparel. Now, in this one, looks like it's probably just going to be clothes. No, there's other stuff in there. Jackets, wind chimes, and just kind of kitchen stuff. Probably all going to Goodwill. Don't see anything special in there. And then lastly, more clothing. And we got a case here. A couple of water bottles. Not seeing anything special in here either. What is this thing? The stick. I have no idea. Chicago Cubs sandals, we paid a couple bucks in the auction for those. So that is about it. So, a lot of this is going to go to Goodwill, the clothing and stuff. We're looking at the military clothing, the bins, the Apple Watch, potentially diamond earrings. I haven't heard back from Mitch yet on those. What else did we find in here? Oh, the violin, the flute, and it's not a home run unit, but I don't think I'll lose money on it. When it comes to tracking the sales on these, I'm not going to be able to remember what came from which unit. So I'm just going to consider this whole thing is $740 for all 4 units, 5 units, depending on how you look at it. So I'm just going to consider it a single parcel purchase, and we'll see how much I make on all of it. I already forgot how to get to any of these, so, and there's not really any signs. I'm in the 21s. I need 20s. This is like something out of a horror movie. I'm just circling. I think I'm getting close. I think it's going to be in this aisle here. 2024 is what I'm looking for. And that is... There's a pandemic in that unit. That is going to be right here. So this one, I don't remember what I paid. There we go. So this one cost me $170. The buyer's fee was about $25. This I thought was all junk, but looks like there's some car parts in there. What is this? I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. This is what I was looking for. And then we've got golf clubs and this. Oh, this looked like it was in the cardboard. Ooh, this is gonna be good. It's just a t-shirt and a hat, but the fact that it's nicely framed like that, I have no idea why it was framed like that, but I bet I get something decent out of that. So I saw that. I saw the golf clubs. Ooh, we got some fishing tackle here. The golf clubs, Wrath. I don't know golf clubs too much, but I probably have at least 50 bucks in golf clubs there. And then I saw a tackle box down here, which might not be a tackle box. Full vision gas mask. Interesting. So we got some knives here. This, I'm not familiar with the brand. It looks like the same brand. There's a whole bunch. This is just a kitchen knife. What is this? American auger. No clue. Oh, that's probably an electric carving knife. You know, this whole box of knives, you know, we'll look to see if there's anything special in here, but like Cutco or something. But I'm not seeing anything. This whole box of knives will probably get, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks for. Bummer. This is just a sound bar. Sits under your TV. It's not worth much. It'll probably sell for like 10 bucks in the auction. So I have a nice little case that'll sell, not for much. A couple of coffee table books. We got a Chromebook here. Usually I can get 15 bucks or so out of those. So we got the tackle box here, some basic tools, paint sprayers, nothing super special here. I mean, I didn't look, maybe they're Snap-on, I doubt it. Pittsburgh, oops. So, I mean, with the sprayers and all the tools, maybe 10 bucks. Maybe another 10 bucks in fishing tackle. Last chance for this unit to be worthwhile, and nope. A lot of bed sheets. Seems like this unit was mostly bed sheets. There's a lighter. Some clothes in here. Nothing. So all of this is going to Goodwill. We'll keep the sound bar. Maybe some of these car parts will be worth something on eBay. The laptop, the case, the coffee table books. This is the big wild card. And then we've got the golf clubs here. I always look in golf bags. I'm not going to now. But it's common where people will leave like a $20 bill in there so they can buy drinks or whatever when they're on the course. Some run-of-the-mill tools. I think excluding this and this, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Maybe I have 75 bucks here. Another 50 for that makes it 125. So this is kind of the deciding factor if I make anything on this unit. And it's really tough to say if this will sell or not. You know what? This has a proprietary AC cable, and that's not in here. So I'm going to send this to Goodwill too. There was a subwoofer in here. It's just a cheap Walmart brand. It did not go with this. It's a little tempting to hang on to that to sell on eBay, but if this is going cheap, that's not going to really be going for anything. So, and then this is just a little bit of trash. I'm not going to give that to Goodwill. So I will get this on the trailer, and I'll come back for this stuff shortly. This place is like a maze. All right, I got 20 minutes or so before I want to be out of here. That way I can get to Goodwill and get back in time. So I'm gonna fill this up with Goodwill stuff from another unit, and then I'll get out of here. That way it's just less stuff that I need to haul back. I can maybe try and get it in one trip. Again, since they're cutting me off at 6, and I can stay here again as late as I want, but I can't leave and come back after 6. So that limits me. I think I'm gonna have to make this 2 trips. They really should put signs in here pointing you to things. So this one's a twofer. I'm guessing because this pipe is down the middle, these 2 units were together. I spent $290 plus buyer's fee. Might be some value there. I bought these just because I like small boxes, shoe boxes. So I'm gonna mostly focus here on just finding Goodwill stuff. I already have a buyer, someone who's been looking for a microwave, and that's a nice one. So we'll just start digging, I guess. So I'm going through these clothes. There are like 5 or 6 of these Express jeans. I'm gonna lot them together on eBay. I think I saw 3 Lucky brand ones too. This is a brand new pair of Adidas, $80 price tag. Maybe, I mean, I'm probably not getting 80 on eBay, but maybe 30 or 40. A Quick Trip vest. Someone around here will pay for that. More of the jeans. This jacket, I don't think it's really worth anything online, but it's new. We can put that in the sale. More of the jeans. And then both of these, a swimsuit and a shirt, new with tags. Anything that's new I keep for the sale. The person running the place was kind enough to give me a code so I can come and go until 10 o'clock tonight, so I'm no longer rushing. But while I was rushing, this is a like charcuterie board set. It's got cheese cutters and stuff inside. It's just a keyboard and case for a tablet. I didn't think I looked at this. This was another new shirt that I found. This is an empty box, but it's for a laptop. Maybe the laptop will be there. Parts for a vacuum. But I did see down here a whole bunch of PS4 games and a Blu-ray. I don't know PS4 that well. I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out at me. It's difficult with one hand. And it looks like there are more in here. Never mind. So this stack all has the game in it. That stack are empty cases. We do have an AC in here. Don't know if it's the same one that's on the box. Pair of Sorrel boots with the box. Some seat cushions, a bike pump. This is an unopened Amazon package. Who orders something and then just never opens it? All right, so we got a shower curtain and a bath mat set. Put these in the warehouse sale. That's 20 bucks for the 2 of them. And the rest of this stuff, it's a remote for something. The rest of this stuff can basically go to Goodwill. This is probably just random stuff they had in their car. So everyone always says the best stuff is in these boxes. Well, this one appears to be mostly empty. Just some clothing. Yeah, this will all get donated. I'll keep the box though. Okay, I see what looks like an action figure. It is Brian Urlacher. Oh, maybe. And then a Super Bowl plaque here. So to have this, you must be a Bears fan. Why would you have this? The Bears lost that game. And then some other Bears trash. But it's all sellable. The stuff in this box, maybe 10 bucks. And then, I don't know, maybe 10 bucks for that. And generally these aren't worth a ton, so maybe 15 bucks for this. Next, push-up bars. If it's new, we can put it in the sale. We got a safe place for your thoughts. Looks like leather-bound books, but it's got a battery sticker on it. I have no idea. Maybe something for eBay. We'll look more closely later. We got canisters. Is this the bottom of the box or is there more under there? That's the bottom of the box. Mermaid thing. More canisters. This is, looks like just a water bottle or a jar or something. Rugs. Alright, the rest of this can go. These boxes of clothes smell so nice. She was smart and packed dryer sheets in with them so they don't get all musty smelling. So I'm just about done with this. That's the next trip down for Goodwill. These 2 boxes I'm keeping. Nothing super valuable. That's a box full of purses. I'll just auction it as a box. And then I haven't gone through that box of clothes yet, or that bottom box. I don't think I went through that one either. But that's pretty much, not a lot of mystery in here. And then we've got this desk here, which looks like it's in halfway decent shape. Get 20, 30 bucks for it. And this one I haven't even started yet. It's a little dark in here, but I'm not expecting to find anything super special. Maybe these shoes. They have been worn, but they're brand name shoes. Maybe there's something on eBay or even in the auction for them. This looks like just household stuff. I'm not finding anything super exciting in here either, but there's still boxes to go through. This looks older. Graduation gown. Cheerleading outfit. So probably going to Goodwill. What's in here? Seems like most of the unit is this like TJ Maxx, Target style home decor and clothing. In here, looks like probably all shoes. So a lot of this one is going to Goodwill. So I will wheel this down, come back up, get another Goodwill load. I'm just gonna try and fill the trailer on Goodwill stuff. I mean, these are brand name shoes. I see some Chucks in here. So I should be able to clear these out with most of it going to Goodwill and have it down to a handful of boxes and a couple pieces of furniture. These I think are beds, or maybe they go together to create a bed. I don't know, they'll sell. What did I pay for this one again? $290, I think. $290, yep. Plus about $26 in buyer's fee, and they charge tax on the buyer's fee. So $1.44. So $317.54 I paid for these two. And I'm gonna have to fight my way to get that back. But I mean, if these shoes turn out well on eBay, this could be a good one. All right, I think I'm done in this unit. Everything that's left in here I'm keeping. I found a couple more things, nothing super exciting. That box is empty. That one's all purses. Found a few more nicer purses. Nothing of value, but to put with it. And we can pair them up. That has like some basic home decor. I did find an Apple Watch charger, which is nice because I found an Apple Watch in the other unit. I don't know if this is, yeah, this one's original Apple. Google Home, these are $10 or so. But that's basically it for this. There's still another half of this unit yet. Goodwill cart's full though, so I'm gonna haul this down. And then I should be able to make a trip out of here yet from Goodwill. But with that, I mean, there's not a lot in here. And these nice totes, I'm keeping these. I'm just gonna dump these at Goodwill because there are a lot of really good totes in here. So there's some money there. I really don't know what to expect for sales on here. This is full of files. Goodwill isn't gonna want those, so, and the cabinet is just so beat up. It just bends when you try and close it. So the cabinet's just gonna go in the trash probably, but I don't wanna just send the files to Goodwill and then Goodwill has to get rid of them. This is a pretty nice microwave. My buddy will definitely be happy with that. By the way, the train auction is closing tonight, the first one. And you'll already know the total because on the Amazon video that I'm going to be filming tomorrow that you'll have seen probably weeks ago, I've already told you what it went for. But I'm really trying hard not to look at it so I can get a live or like candid reaction when I first see it after it's all done. Found a Coach wallet and a Coach purse. Probably get $40 for the two of those, a couple of Bears hats, some little odds and ends, including a lighthouse in here. I'm filling this with stuff that we're sending off to Goodwill. I've got enough room for one to fill that up, and that's going to be it for Goodwill. The rest needs to come back to the warehouse. Yeah, Michael Kors bag here. That'll be decent. Looks like I'm not even going to look too closely at the bags. Oh, I bet that's real. Probably not. Reeboks. Seem to be in nice shape. I'll hang on to those. And then bags I'm going to hang on to. Should I keep this guest jacket? It's a nicer jacket. We'll hang on to that. What else do we have here? Louis Vuitton. I mean, they've got some expensive stuff in here. So it wouldn't be crazy. I might have someone look at it. but stitching, yeah, this isn't real. Stitching is uneven. Let's see, more clothes here. Whoa, could have a jackpot here. That is a Coach AirPods case. Is this in here? It is not. Can't open that with one hand. These are always hard to tell because the boxes have some weight. No, that's empty. Phone cases. This looks like a little jewelry box. Empty. Feels empty. I will take just take this box back because maybe there's something in some of these, and we got phone cases, but it seems like they're mostly empty here. An old gun cleaning kit that's about $10. We got some tape. I'll just use this. Here's some money. Got some Robert Graham shoes. There we go. Buried under the clothes. We got a PS4. There's $100. I don't have a signal to look this up, but it's from Nordstrom. There you go. Now you can kind of see it. So if it's valuable, it's probably not a fake. All right, this is full now. This is all going to Goodwill. We're left with this. Obviously, not all of this is being kept. I haven't even looked at the shoes yet. These are nicer throw pillows. They're clean, so we'll sell those. This looks like it's probably going to be all trash. But sometimes jewelry is kept... Oh, they were taped shut. Sometimes jewelry is kept with cosmetics. Like what do we have here? A lot of empty jewelry boxes in this unit. I guess this is small enough. I can probably fit this on here. So, kind of a neat little lamp. Some decent stuff in here. Nothing super exciting, but I don't think I'm gonna lose money. And I did just step on the bear's hat. I'm not regretting that at all. I don't think I'm gonna get rich off of this unit, but I think I'll make something. So we'll clean. After the trip to Goodwill, I will finish emptying these two out, and then the one with the golf clubs out. So we'll have 4 of the 5 units completely empty, and then we can get to the last one. There should be some room in the trailer after that. These aren't going to take up a ton of space, but we're not going to be making another Goodwill trip, so we'll see if we fit it all. The other one's only a 5x10 though, so but it is full. I was about to toss these, but I looked them up. This set here, going for about $25 on eBay. 2018 is the copyright. Oh, there, it's etched in here. Best Buy 2019, so little collector's item. So we basically have a whole trailer load going to Goodwill. All right, got all that dropped off. Kept all the totes except for a few. There were a couple that were really cracked and damaged that I just left with Goodwill. The rest of them I dumped in their cart. Except the first one, which I forgot I was keeping the totes and gave it to them, but oh well, it wasn't one of the really nice ones. But they have like a spring-loaded shelf in there, so their carts, just like mine that I've been using, only go down like 6 inches. And I said, you might want to take those out. He said, no, we'll just fill a whole bunch of them. So we filled 15 of their bins, maybe. Quite a few of them. Kitty, or maybe a bunny. All right, let's go across the street, fill this thing back up, and hopefully we get everything. I don't know that we will, though. Technically, I got an hour before they close here, so I could do another Goodwill run, but I'd have to make it really quick. All right, heading up now with a bunch of empty totes. All right, got this one down. All this left is the furniture, this file cabinet, and this is just some broken glass. This is all the sellable stuff out of that unit, and then this was in the next unit, but it's empty. Oh, damn, that seems to be in nice shape. Almost done with this one. These are all empty boxes. So I've got a little pile here, a little pile there, and then the shoes and stuff along the wall here. I decided not to go through any more there. I'm limiting filming at those 2 units because I'm pretty sure the unit across the way, the people are living in it, and they're in there now with their dog, smoking something. Not something you expect in a nice place like this. So I got the furniture. They have flatbed carts here, which is nice. Most climate control facilities have these. The desk was on its last life. It was falling apart. As I picked it up, the whole top came off, so I just broke it to pieces and they'll go in the dumpster. All right, and we got both of these emptied out. Now back to this one. After I went through this unit, I probably walked this whole building a super long distance to find the other two. I'm just down the hall and one door to the left. So all of this I'm gonna try to fit in there. That whole center row is empty boxes though, so maybe. All right, and 4 of the 5 units are emptied out. What I'm really enjoying about this is it's a Wisconsin winter right now. I'm nice and warm. Even the car is inside, so I don't have to go outside. It's after 8 p.m. It's super dark out. Nice and bright in here. Loading inside. Tons of light. It's, oh, there's a bathroom here. This is like the best place to clear out storage units. I mean, look at this. I'm parked inside. So it looks like we're full. This is all empties, so I can fill these up, stack stuff here, throw them on top, whatever I need to do. There's a little bit of room there, and then filling this up. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to get the entirety of this last unit today, but I can get a lot of it. The numbers on these units make absolutely no sense. I'm going up, but that way skips like 100 numbers. All right, so this unit cost me 60 bucks. Yeah, this mattress is really stained. I don't think I'm gonna try and sell it. I could see these. It looks like a newer mattress, but that's pretty rough. I'm just hoping, I mean, look how much unit there is back there. I'm hoping there's not more beds. I'm hoping there's more boxes back there. I'm not digging too much in these boxes just because it's late, but there's a Snoop Dogg cookbook. Might have to try some of these. So these first 4 boxes seem like 3 of them are just bathroom. This one's handbags. I haven't looked at any of them, but the box is a little heavy. We got a printer, we got some toilet paper. This looks like more handbags. There's a backpack. I want to pull that backpack out. Brand new Steve Madden bag. I'll look it up on eBay. It's got the Steve Madden tag here. $88 MSRP, but if not, this will be $10 day of the warehouse sale. Looks like we've got another new bag in here. This, oftentimes backpacks can have some good results. I think this is just for the USB charger, but it looks like it's just towels and stuff. So this is a box I brought here from the warehouse. I wonder what could have possibly have been in it. This is like the 5th AirPods box that I've found today, and every single one has been empty. But I did find some that weren't in a box in another unit. All right, we unlocked. Oh, it was broken off. Oh, drug stuff. Well, some more high school diplomas to add to the collection. I kept one of these, and I'm not gonna open it because the name's in it, but I took a label maker and put my name in it because I don't have a high school diploma. And it was a joke, and then I just started keeping all of them. There we go, this is why I love backpacks. So in it, we've got Amazon Alexa, we've got some PS4 games, and there's a PS4 in here. Ooh, a whole bunch of games. I'm not gonna look at them because I don't know PS4 games. I know the older stuff better. But that's the second PS4 of the day, and this bag right here will pay for this entire unit. Hey look, another Louis Vuitton bag. I bet this one's real. The other unit, there was some high dollar stuff, like the Robert Graham shoes and whatnot. Maybe those might be real. Still unlikely. This one, no. All right, so I cleared out the front. This is disgusting. I cleared out the front of the unit. There's definitely a second bed in here. And there's 2, 3, 4. I think there's 3 bed frames, so it might be beds all the way back. They're practically brand new. They're from Ashley Furniture, manufactured in 2021. It's a shame they're all gross. The box springs might be okay. I might be able to sell the box springs. Oh boy, we got a chest freezer. Look at all these mattresses. Holy cow. Every time I see a chest freezer in a unit, I get really worried. But yeah, box spring looks fine. Not like I'm gonna get much for them, but maybe get 10 bucks for it. There's another one right here. That mattress and box spring will probably get tossed. This one depends on the condition. That one looks newer too. Looks like the rest of it is mostly clothing. This bag, I opened it up and it's a lot of like personal stuff. You know, shoes and books and handbags and stuff like that. So maybe there's gonna be something good in there. This, the zipper's already busting, so I don't want to open it anymore, but it looks like all clothes. This box was way too heavy to be all clothes, so there might be like maybe down to here more stuff. But let's get this stuff loaded on the trailer. I think I can get everything except for the mattresses and the chest freezer out today. And then what I might do instead of coming back is see if I can hire a junk removal person, you know, pay them $100 to clear all this stuff out. Then I don't need to come down here and do that, but we'll see. I should be able, like I said, I should be able to get everything out except for the mattresses. I'm gonna try and find my way to the truck first, but I think it's right here. I think this is how close it is. This place is a maze and I zigzag through the whole place and then find out that I'm pretty sure this is where the drive is. I think it's gonna be that simple. Yep, so I'm actually gonna just drive the truck. Well, no, I don't wanna risk everything toppling over in the trailer. But I should be out of here pretty quick. I'll get this load on the trailer, one more load with the blue bin, and I think that's gonna be about all she wrote. Hey look, another empty AirPods box. There's a TV in here. Maybe a 70-inch. That's probably $100, 150 bucks. All right, cleared the top out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bed parts, either mattresses or box springs. Like I said, I might keep a couple of these box springs and sell them. This is not looking too good. So might keep the 3 box springs, dump all the mattresses, dump these. Those were all closed. There were some hard things in it though, so it's not closed. So we'll go through that in a minute. I don't know if I'm even gonna go through these. I might bring these straight to Goodwill. Exactly how they are. All right, let's see. I did open this. There's a couple of Freezy Pops in. I'm not gonna show you though, because it's very smelly. Let's actually bring this out where it's light. So we've got a bag and a bag. And in this bag, clothes, shoe, another shoe, and like body spray. And we've got some piece of fabric, some more clothes. I'm definitely washing my hands after this. Tissue paper. Ooh, here we go. We got a laptop. Doesn't look like it's in terrible condition. Doesn't say the specs though. Does look newer. Obviously, we need to hope there's a charger in here for it. Oh, I got a really beat up phone. Oh, couple more phones. That's just the screen protector. This will probably be about 40 bucks on eBay, assuming it's unlocked. Maybe that too. Unlocked is in assuming they don't have a passcode on it or have it stuck to their iCloud account. But no charger for the laptop. Now the thing about these, I have to buy a charger and that might still be no good because it has, any chance it's USB-C? No. I think my laptop might be HP, so I might try my charger, but odds are there's a password on here and I don't know how to get past that. So I might just sell it as is in the auction. That was really hit or miss. We sold a newer laptop like this, as is, no charger, untested, for like 50 bucks in the auction. And then we sold another one for like 12, so you never know. All right, so this is how we're leaving this unit. Of course, I'm gonna shove the mattresses in and close the door. That I can still get on the trailer. I don't think there's gonna be any more mystery. Maybe something slid between them, like a picture or something. Come another day, maybe tomorrow for auction pickup. Grab this TV, the chest freezer, both of which I will auction off. The mattresses, we'll sell off the box springs. The mattresses themselves, we'll just take straight to the dump. I'm not even bringing them to the warehouse. Oh, and the frames we can sell too. This is how my videos start when I go on a thrift trip or an auction across the country. Maybe I should start this video this way. I'm too lazy to do that. Maybe I'll think about it when I actually edit and get to this point. When editing, by the way, hi Future Rabbit. He's watching this as he edits. So that's all I got so far. I'm gonna wash my hands and head back. The train auction should be just finishing up. I'd imagine it's done in probably about 15 minutes. It's about a half an hour drive back. I'm not unloading this tonight though. I wish I could have got everything, then I wouldn't unload it at all. But I can make Ben do it tomorrow. And that's a full trailer. Basically 5 storage units. By the way, the bathrooms here are actually pretty nice. They're not dumpy like you'd expect at a storage facility. This is a very nice facility. I mean, it's a standard bathroom, but it's clean. It's in nice shape. So I spent $740. I'm not counting the deposit because I get those back. It was actually $1,140, then I get $400 back. So $740, including an hour round trip drive. So far, I've got 5 hours of work invested here. I will probably have another hour and a half to come get the rest of the stuff. And then, I don't know, maybe another 5-6 hours. Well, let's say 2 days work, sorting through everything and selling it. 2 days work, 700, we'll say 740, add $10 for gas, 750, add $20 to dump the mattresses. $20 is the minimum charge. I'm sure it's gonna be under the weight, so it'll still just hit the minimum charge. So that's 760, 770, and 2 days work. If I can make $2,000 on it, I'll be pretty happy. Now I know a lot of people are like, no way you're getting $2,000 from all that stuff. We'll see. I don't know. It's all going to auction though. A few things on eBay. Squeeze in here. I try to pull tight to the wall so people can pass me. So I'm not blocking anyone. Good thing I'm skinny. I didn't think about time invested unloading. I don't know. 2 days work seems about right. It's not going to take long to list this stuff because we just run it through our own auction. And weirdly, this door is not on a sensor, so you got to get out and actually open it. Whoa, that seems sketchy. I guess there's an air gap in there. Still, for a brand new, really nice looking building. Boy, it is nasty out there. I've got the truck inside, so I can unload this trailer from the storage units I bought last night because I have to go get those mattresses out of there today. All right, all emptied out. This is not gonna be fun to have to move again when we do the auction, but limited on space. There's space up there, but the only door that I can park inside of is up there and it's blocked by train stuff. I would normally go in here, but it's snowy and windy and nasty outside, so I want to be inside for this. It is nasty out here. I'm only doing 40 miles an hour and slipping and sliding all over the road. This is my only opportunity to get these though, and I don't want them. They're going straight to the dump. The dump's closed. They're going in the trailer in the warehouse for a period of time until I can go to the dump, but I got to get them out of the unit, otherwise I lose my $400 deposit. So yeah, definitely incentivized. But tomorrow we're going out of town to do an off-site auction. Same with Friday, and it actually has to be cleared out by 11 a.m. tomorrow. So this is my only opportunity to do this. But I am slipping and sliding all over the road in four-wheel drive, pulling a trailer down the highway to Appleton, doing 40 miles an hour. Oh, we're slowing down. We're at 38 now and slowing. This is awful. So this is what I have to get rid of. There's a TV. Chest freezer will probably sell. All of these mattresses are disgusting though. The nice part is I don't need to work in this nasty weather. It's nice and toasty in here. A little tip for box springs. Cut yourself a little handhold, easier to drag. All right, and all emptied out. All right, I'm gonna go take a dump. I made it to the dump. All right, all dropped off. Looks like they might have actually some decent furniture getting dropped off. Then the loader pushes it on the pile and eventually it goes into a grinder over there. Now we got a way out. I think he's going to push that. I wish I could watch him push those in. Yeah, he's going in my bay. We'll go way out and we'll see how big this dump was. My dump weighed 480 pounds. It's not the biggest dump I've ever taken. Cost me $27.50. Also wasn't the most expensive dump I've ever taken. But I feel very relieved now that I took that dump. I love weighing myself before and after taking a dump. This is just too much fun. So we're in the middle of the warehouse sale right now. It's actually $2 day and I've got a little bit of downtime, so I'm going through some of this stuff from the Appleton unit. This was in that double unit here. It was mostly full of, well, it was all full of makeup. Most of it got thrown away. But in here, all of this is the new stuff that I pulled out of it. All sorts of stuff. There were also a lot of things. This trash can, it's pretty full. A lot of things that looked like they could be new, but I couldn't really verify. Like a lot of things that were in the box, but you can't really tell if it's been used or not. This one is a little tube in here. It still has the foil seal over it. So we're certain that that's new stuff that's like shrink wrapped still. So some of this probably could go for more than $2, but I'm just gonna put it all out for $2 day right now just to get rid of it. But I probably got 50 bucks right here. There's at least 25 items in here. Obviously these aren't gonna sell on $2 day, but a lot of this other stuff, I mean, this was $5.42 originally retail. I'm sure that'll sell for $2. So there's no way to keep track of what those cosmetics are selling for in the sale. We can only really make assumptions, but while I was up there at the register, I ran the register for half an hour and I sold at least 10 of them. So that's 20 bucks back already, give or take. So these boxes are from the violin unit. In one of the jackets I found an iPhone. I don't know what generation it is. It's newer, it doesn't have a home button. So at least a 10. And there's a good chance I might end up keeping this one because I've got a 10. I need to upgrade. And then these jars, they're new. These aren't worth a whole lot. Normally I just send it to Goodwill. But since we're in the middle of the sale, I'll just let this whole box of jars go for $2 just to get rid of them. The jars sold right away. I brought them up to the register. That's where the tape is, to put some tape on it. And the lady was up there, is that $2? Yeah. For the whole thing? Yeah. I'll take them. I'm pretty sure that mason jars, like the ball ones, are like 15 bucks for a flat like that. That's a partial flat, and that wasn't brand name, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, let me check. Yeah, here are the brand name ones. I think that's the size. They are 15 bucks for the whole pack. It was missing like 4 of them. So say $10 is what it'd be worth new. Still a good deal, but I wouldn't have bothered putting them in the auction. So I went through a list of iPhones. This is the one. I took the case off. It's an iPhone 12. I'm trying not to break it. I'm waiting for it to charge up. The phone that I'm filming on here is, I think, a 14. I don't even remember anymore. It's pretty new, but this one's a 10. I've had this for a long time, and here's the thing about the 10. Normally I like to keep a phone for 10 years, so I'd probably keep this for a few more years. It works fine, but it struggles to maintain a signal because it's not on 5G. If the 12 supports 5G, I think I will keep this one, also assuming it's, not locked to an account or anything, because I need a 5G phone. This thing, I can't make calls on it. It's only good on Wi-Fi, pretty much, which is terrible. But I don't want to, upgrade the phone. I'm not ready to upgrade. It's not that old. It's only 6-7 years old. I like to keep phones for a long time. The phone that I'm filming with right now, the probably 14, I'm pretty sure it's the 14. I bought it, or I upgraded from an iPhone 6 and it looks like it is 5G capable. It's powering on now. It was in a jacket pocket, but it's not like you're gonna leave your phone in a storage unit, so it's probably her old phone she upgraded. This pays for the unit if I can use, oh, that's a bad sign. Let's swipe up here and enter passcode. So I guess we're just selling it for parts. That's a bummer. See, the thing is, even if I could guess the passcode, which might not be too hard, you know, there's paperwork in the unit. I'll look up her birthday, then birth month, birth year, things like that. But it's still going to be locked on her iCloud account. I don't think you can remove that. It's not really usable for me. Someone will buy it for parts. Now what I could do is try to contact her and ask her for the code. All I need is the passcode to the phone, and then it's gonna sound like a scam though, but ask her for that, and then have her, she can remotely remove the iCloud. She doesn't need to have the phone in hand for it. It seems like she lives, you know, an hour away, so I don't think she'd drive up here for it, but then give her like $50 or something, she might do it, because you get $50 or you get nothing. It's not like she can keep the phone, so it's an option. I feel weird doing that though. Got 5 more new items here I'm gonna throw out on the sales floor. I'm sure they'll all sell for $2 today. So that'll be another $10. There's also these canvases. I'll save those for 10 of the next sale. And it's a mostly full pack. I'll probably save these for the next sale too, or just use them around here. I'm filling up some organizers. This video is already too long, so I'm just gonna show you the highlights from now on. Got a bunch of nice cases to go out, and one is Apple brand, and then a few unused cards. That's throwing these in the sales more so just to keep them out of the landfill. All right, I'm gonna go take a dump. I made it to the dump. All right, all dropped off. Looks like they might have actually some decent furniture getting dropped off. Then the loader pushes it on the pile and eventually it goes into a grinder over there. Now we gotta weigh out. I think he's going to push that. I wish I could watch him push those in. Yeah, he's going in my bay. We'll go weigh out and we'll see how big this dump was. My dump weighed 480 pounds. It's not the biggest dump I've ever taken. Cost me $27.50. Also wasn't the most expensive dump I've ever taken. But I feel very relieved now that I took that dump. I love weighing myself before and after taking a dump. This is just too much fun. So, we got some totals on this one. It's been a couple of weeks now, probably a little more than a couple of weeks, because it went in several auctions, kind of peppered in. So, I guess I'll show you what it all sold for. Let's do eBay first. So, eBay sales. First, we sold this case here. There's a pack of a few from this brand for $75. We got $56.89 after fees. Sold another one here for $85. We got $66.98 after shipping and fees. These pink Chucks sold for $40. We got $24.61 after shipping and fees. These Adidas pants, they had an $80 price tag on them. Sold for $45. We got $32.63 after shipping and fees. Then a used pair sold for $26.99. We got $16.82 after shipping and fees. These Sorrel boots sold for $50. We got $31.58 after fees. This vacuum attachment sold for $14.99. We got $7.58 after shipping and fees. We sold 2 of these to one buyer for a total of $229.98. These are the stylus pens for that remarkable thing. We got $191.27 for both after fees. This is only a single AirPod, only one of them, sold for $29.99 or $20 after shipping and fees. We sold the open remarkable case here for $79.99, got $61.81 after fees. These Robert Graham shoes sold for $30, got $19.49 after shipping and fees. this Hyper Tough charger. Now this one's interesting. There was a Hyper Tough charger that I put in my tool cabinet too, because we try to have one charger for every type of battery. I had a brand new one. The one that came in the unit was used. So we listed the new one and kept the used one. And that sold for $29.99, got $19.05 after shipping and fees. The Reebok shoes here sold for $29.99, got $19.05 after shipping and fees. The Open Remarkable Stylus pen sold for $65, get $52 and some change after shipping and fees. Sold this one, this shark attachment for $13, get $2.87 after shipping and fees. And lastly, this Amazon Kindle sold for $220. We got $194.94 after shipping and fees, totaling $816.35 after shipping and fees. Now we've got an auction of items here. This auction ended April 1st. That's not part of it. We started here. $55 is what the flute sold for in the unit, the small unit, and then $35 for the violin. I was surprised these two books didn't do better because, I mean, they're local. But I'll just kind of scroll through, and if we find anything, I'll point out anything notable. Some purses. The Dooney sold for $40. Coach for $27.50, $17.50. Just kind of odds and ends. This is the phone that I was thinking about keeping, but decided it had a password on it, so I sold it for parts. Went for $12.50. Apple Watch, odds and ends. We got some. I don't remember what of this came out of this unit. I don't think any of this came out of these units. They might have come from somewhere else. I know that we kind of mixed some of the jewelry together. It's all noted separately in the back end of the system, so I know which came from where, but I can't see that on this screen. I'm not going to open that up now. $15 for the sunglasses is pretty good. Some of this stuff came from other places. Now this stuff we're back from the multi-unit. This was from the unit with the violin. We'll go to the next page. It all kind of got mixed together, but I was able to categorize them based on where they came from. Not which unit they came from, but these 5 units compared to somewhere else. Some more purses here, $180 for this wallet. And so that is it for this one. This auction totaled $888.95 of items from this storage unit, or these 5 storage units from this video. Now the Badgers shirt only sold for $8, so nothing too crazy. And this auction ended the 8th. And now this auction, this was I think a more recent one, just a week or two ago. Purses, we just kind of lotted them up, 20, 22.50, 15, 15, 17.50. So you can kind of see how they went there, and then some of the nicer ones we did individually. This Louis Vuitton went for $105. And if we click in here in the description, it says cuts off, not authenticated. I hope that didn't confuse anyone. Inspection is highly recommended. So back here, not authenticated. Pillows sold for $2. I'm really disappointed how this PS4 did, $47.50. I do still have the other PS4, which I think I'll put on eBay. Of course, we didn't test it, so we just plugged it in and the light came on. Here's how the games sold. There are a bunch of games in these units, most of those being in the double door. The Snoop Dogg cookbook went for $7. And actually a viewer bought this iron, Evan. $27.50 for this Pandora bracelet. These are just empty little jewelry boxes. Odds and ends through here. Some shoes, some phones. All the military stuff. Mitch knows military stuff well, so he split it up. Wow, $42.50 for this weighted vest. Some of the crappy tools here. Some knives. They were on like the gas mask or whatever the thing said. Only $5 for the Bears stuff. That's not super surprising. Ignore this. These were scammers who used stolen credit cards. We never shipped these out, but that was not even part of these units. I think that's it. Or is there more? There is more. More tools, fishing tackle. We got a Roku, rugs, a whole bunch of storage totes. These also went a lot cheaper than I would have thought they would have, those two. More odds and ends out of the units here. Wow, the golf clubs only went for $12.50. I should have bid on those and bought them back. And then that is, I believe that is it. I'm just kind of glancing through. A lot of this stuff came from garage sales or other places. Mitch did this auction. Yeah, that is everything. So that auction was a total of $1,297.20. So the grand total from all four of those is $3,010.50. I also had whatever sold in the sale. I didn't keep track of that, and that was probably 50, 70 bucks, something like that. I do still have some stuff for the next sale, which will be coming soon. So there will be income from that and the PS4. All in, pretty solid. You know, nothing. It's not like the train unit. I'm going to be comparing things to the train unit forever. It's nothing I'm going to remember forever, but, you know, I made some money, and that's what we do this for. So anyways, that's all I've got for this one. I will see you guys in the next video. I forgot where I was going with that. So anyways, see you later.